out there today, all I can say is, spring has sprung, the grass is riz, and I wonder where the birdies is. You know, they definitely are coming. So what we'd like to do today, if we can, think of some nice, something spring-like. So I've already given you the first garbled message of the night. But what I'd like to do, first of all, get Jenny up here to give us the word of the day. You going to do a word for the day for us, Jenny? We got our packet here. Yes,
no, but I got one. I think I used it before, and I'll use it again. Empathy, the ability to take place, put yourself in someone else's place, to show empathy for the feelings of another person.
Okay. Now, what the word of the day is, we trying to become better speakers. We have a word of the day, and we have a grammarian here who will keep track of how often this word is used and who uses it. And this is particularly useful for our speakers, and that we try to learn to incorporate this word of the day into our speaking. And you get a lot of empathy sometimes when you get up there and get your words mixed up, and really you have your tongue wrapped around your eye teeth and can't see what you're saying. But then you have a chance to use this. It's just part of the education. Same way table topics is part of the education, in that learning to speak impromptu is so important. We do it every day to everybody that you speak to, everybody you see on the street. It really is kind of an impromptu thing. And that's what makes the table topics and table topics masters so important. So with that, I'd like to introduce our musician. Do I get you mixed up again, Jim? I searched this out on the internet. I did all my research on the internet for everybody. And Jim, I looked it up, and sure enough, there's Jim Hopkins, the composer.
Well, I've been decomposed.
But anyway, I would like to welcome Jim Hopkins, the not-so-composed composer. By the way, if you Google Jim Hopkins, you will find there is a composer by the name of Jim Hopkins.
Thank you very much, Larry. I don't have a particular theme, and anybody who knows me will know that the Weather Channel is probably my least favorite channel. Yes, I do exult in the signs of spring, and yet I don't particularly let that dominate my thought pattern. So I did think that perhaps some good topics like St. Patrick's Day or something like that would be good to do. So forgive me if you were looking forward to something relating to those two topics. Although I do have to say that my first table topics does relate somewhat to St. Patrick's Day. And for this one, I would like Connie Oxford to answer the following question. Very simple. Glass half full or half empty? Glass half full or half empty?
Thank you, Jim. Well, the glass is definitely half full, because I'm an optimist. I figure if you wake up every day and you get up, you better get moving. If you're awake and you're alive, you better get up and get moving. And if you always look at the negative side of it, if the glass is half empty, your life is going to be half empty just like it. So if you figure the glass is half full, your life is half full. I'm hitting double nickels in a couple weeks here. So my life's kind of like half over. And I always kind of marvel at that analogy of the toilet paper roll where it just get closer to the end of your life. It's like it keeps rolling. So definitely my glass is half full. It's not even 3/4. I consider myself very fortunate to be alive and well and walking today.
Thank you, Connie. As I might add, are we? Tom? Well, maybe this is a little bit quick. Why don't you do a couple other ones, and I'll come back, okay, so you can maybe get a better feel for it.
Cool.
Yeah,
They weren't to me the first time I came.
Oh,
I was the second.
But this is this is something that I really want our next person to take very, very seriously. Ham versus bacon is one of the great debates of all time. Where do you come down on this huge debate? Ginny?
Ham versus bacon. Somebody here. Hit the someone wants to find it. Ham versus bacon. Well, first of all, there's all kinds of ham, and some people are called hams. But in the meat world, ham comes from a pig, bacon comes from a pig. And ham can be smoked or unsmoked, and some people want to watch their salt calories so that they avoid bacon. And then there's thick bacon and thin bacon and sweet bacon, honey bacon, all kinds of bacon. I want to talk about a ham for a minute. The other kind of bacon, the other kind of ham. Is there somebody that gets up here and dances around or does anything strange that wants the attention of all their friends? That's my favorite kind of ham. Thank you.
Tom? We've heard the saying, they're playing our song. What is your song and why? What song would you say is a song that represents you?
Oh, that's a good one. I got to admit, thinking on my feet, trying to draw something to say for about 2 or 3 minutes, I'm drawing a total blank. I can't say that I really have anything in particular to share as far as what my song is or what it would mean to me.
That's beautiful.
And I might add to that is you can switch it around.
Mhm.
It doesn't have to be about a song.
Right.
You can get up there and you can say, well, the song doesn't really fit, but let's talk. And you can kind of switch around and make it into something that works for you.
Yeah, that's one of the things that a lot of people do. If they draw a blank, they might come up here and say, Limburger cheese.
Exactly.
My first table topics was many, many years ago. That was in the table topics. We had to draw slips of paper out of an envelope and talk about whatever was there. My paper, when I drew it out, was mud.
So at any rate, next to you, you see a ballot. And if you could vote for who you felt had the best table topics, I will come along and collect it. And at the end of the year, maybe we'll announce the winner.
Would you review who we had?
Okay, yes, we had Connie, who answered the question, glass half full or half empty. And then we had Ginny, ham versus bacon, and Tom with they're playing our song. Well, I can't leave the lecture, so I'm going to turn the meeting back over to Larry as I collect. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Jim. You didn't play your own song, though. Here I was expecting you to put together a quartet.